What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Andy Matrix, and I'm here to give you my review over the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I watched the movie, and I actually like the movie. I like the movie, and it was exactly what I expected it to be. All I wanted from the movie was just to have fun, right? I just wanted to have fun. I wanted to see Mario and Luigi doing crazy things. I saw a lot of transformations, right? We saw a lot of transformations. And of course, there was a surprise. So there's going to be some spoilers, right? So there's going to be some spoilers on this review.
Hello, this is Yami Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! And make sure to subscribe to Andy Matrix's channel. Now on with the show.
Okay, there's going to be some spoilers on this review. And I'm also going to talk about the new agenda. Because after watching this movie, I see exactly what they're doing. I see exactly what they're doing. I see exactly what they're going to do with movies from now on. Let me explain. So first of all, the Super Mario movie. It was great. There was a lot of characters, and the Super Mario Galaxy movie confirms, okay? It confirms that Nintendo is gonna do the Nintendo Cinematic Universe, right? We got 2 Mario movies, and spoiler alert, I repeat, spoiler alert, Star Fox is in the movie. Star Fox is in the movie. Star Fox is in the movie. Spoilers, okay? If that doesn't make you want to watch the movie, then I don't know what else. Okay, there was a lot of transformations. They used the little flower, the fire flower. Now, I have not played some of the recent Mario games, so there are some transformation that I have not seen before, like the ice transformation. I guess like the ice flower transformation. I haven't seen it. There was another one. I think there was like a cloud transformation, and then there was a drill transformation, right? I think those are from some of the most recent Super Mario games, right? So it was really cool having Yoshi in the game. Having Yoshi in the movie was really fun. But something, okay, before I get to Peach, what I do want to say is that although the movie was fun, there was so much going on because Peach was having her own little storyline on one side, and then Mario and Luigi were having their own storyline on the other side, right? So there was just so much going on. There was so much going on. It was sometimes I felt like it was a little hard to keep up. But I think what they were trying to do with all this, with having so much in the movie, they were trying to show as much of the Mario superpowers as possible, as many of the characters as possible, right? And to pay as much homage to the game as they could, right? So and then of course there was Peach. I don't want to say that they were doing the whole, what do we say, strong independent woman thing, right? I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that we're doing the whole strong independent woman thing, right? But I will say that the way that Princess Peach was fighting is like she turned into like Black Willow all of a sudden. No, Black Widow. She turned into Black Widow all of a sudden. I'm like, how the heck is she taking on like 50 people, like 50 enemies at the same time? Right? How the heck does she have this kind of power? That just and there's a difference between Rosalina and Princess Peach, because Rosalina, she has like magic powers, right? She's got powers, magic powers, and that's how she fights, right? Her powers are very magical. But Peach, she was fighting like she was Jackie Chan. Peach was fighting like she was Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee, just like kicking ass, like taking on 10, 20 enemies at the same time. I'm like, this is what Mario should be doing. Like, how come Mario and Luigi? We don't see Mario and Luigi like having these types of fights. I mean, we do, we do, but I think they were trying to make Princess Peach look much more cooler. I think I don't know how to explain it, right? But they gave her. It's almost as if they gave Princess Peach more screen time than I expected. And I don't want to say that it's a bad thing because I don't think it took away from the movie, but it was a bit suspicious. Let's just say it was a bit suspicious, and it got to point. It got to many points in the movie where you think, okay, here comes the boss bitch, right? Here comes the boss bitch, the strong independent woman, right? They're doing the whole strong independent woman like they did with previous movies, like Rey Skywalker, whatever, Rey from Star Wars, right? They were trying to do all that. Okay. But no. So I mean, she did have her strong independent woman moments, but they did it without putting down the male characters. And I think that's the new formula. Okay? I think that's the new formula. So from now on, in Hollywood, it seems that what they're going to do, because it seems to be working, okay? It seems to be working. What they're going to do with movies, especially kids movies, they're not gonna, they're not going to stop with the strong independent woman, right? They're not going to stop with the strong independent woman, okay? They're still gonna push that. They're still gonna push for that. They're still gonna, rub it in your face or whatever. But they're going to do it. They're going to do all those woke things. They're probably going to continue to add gay characters, right? They're probably going to continue to add trans characters, gay characters, right? All kinds of characters. So it's still going to be somewhat woke. But what they stopped doing is they stopped attacking the male characters, right? They stopped degrading the male characters or putting them down, or like replacing them with the female character. So it's like, so everybody's gonna get a little bit of what they want, right? So they're gonna add a strong independent woman in the movie, right? Just because that's what that's what some directors or the investors want to see, right? We're gonna add this character in the movie, right? And because we want to, this is our agenda, right? We're gonna add one gay character, one trans character. Maybe they're not gonna be a big part of the movie, but they're going to exist in there, right? And we're gonna do all these. We're gonna continue to do what we're doing, but we're not going to attack the male fans. Okay, we're not going to attack our male audience. We're not going to attack our the men. We're not going to degrade or put down the male characters, right? So we're not gonna make Mario and Luigi look stupid like in other movies. We're not gonna put down the male characters. They're still gonna be heroes. They're still gonna be cool. They're still gonna be everything that the fans want. But we're gonna add everything else that we want. We're gonna add our gay characters. We're gonna add our rainbow characters, our trans, our strong independent woman. We might throw some left-wing messaging there, here and there, right? And we're not gonna bother you with it. We're not gonna rub it in your face, but it's going to be there. I think this is where they're headed. So I believe this is why the movie ended up being good. Right? It ended up being super fun. This movie was so much fun. This was dumb fun. This was like a dumb fun movie. It was just fun from beginning to end. Right? So I think that's why the movie worked out really well, because it was not attacking the fans. It was not like taking away from the main character. It was not trying to make Mario or Luigi look stupid and weak while Princess Peach took the glory or something, right? So the movie worked out very, very, very well. Okay, but this is the new formula. This is Hollywood's next step. Okay, we are still gonna do whatever we want. We're just not going to attack you. We're not gonna talk shit to you anymore. So that's my review of the Super Mario movie. And after watching this movie, I'm starting to see the new Hollywood agenda. Right, so they're not gonna stop. I mean, I told you guys. I think I told you guys like last year or 2 years ago that they're not gonna stop. They're not going to stop with their agenda. They're just going to change their strategy, and that's exactly what's happening. But hey, whatever your thoughts are, make sure to comment below, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications. Everybody's your boy, Andy Matrix. Godspeed.